be right back. Are there any questions? All right, he's going to come on right back up for any questions if there are any questions.
Does anyone have any questions?
How do we get parents to be more serious, more passionate about attending to their kids' mental health? What do we do?
Well, first of all, when it comes to our mental health, particularly I'm speaking about African Americans right now, we need to get honest with ourselves. We do. We need to realize that being crazy is not being crazy. Depression, this is very real. In fact, honestly, if you're not somewhat depressed in the world, sometimes I think there is something wrong with you. And see, depressed people see the world as it really is, which is why they're depressed. Because what happens is, you're overeating. We do this a lot. Here we overeat, we over-church, we overstimulate, we over-everything. We over-sex, we over-drug, because we're trying to mask the level of depression that we're feeling, rather than actually sitting down with it. It's really true. You can actually sex yourself into further and further depression. You can drug yourself into further and further depression. And you're walking out on the street and all you see is everything of what you can never be. It makes you depressed. Parents are going through it already, and your kid is going through it, but you're so tapped into your own pain that you can't see the pain of your child, because you're thinking, oh, these kids, they haven't lived yet. What do you know? It's not true. I have 6-year-old patients sitting in my office that have already tried to commit suicide. I'm talking about black kids. Black, 6 years old, 11 years old, homicidal. Because they're pissed off because they couldn't play you came and took their Jordans, or really simple stuff, or they're being bullied. And and it's not just our community, but I'm trying to save me first. We are in trouble. And you know what? And I'm not knocking the church. We're here at this wonderful place, but if we get really honest with ourselves, we're masking it all. And you can't praise and worship over everything. You just can't, and I think we've convinced ourselves that, oh, Jesus will make it better after a while. He sent help. He's got this guy here, Charles, and he's got Dorsey. What are you doing? Your kids are dying. Our kids, that's your son, your daughter, that's my son, that's my daughter. And we're not seeing it that way. Our kids are in trouble. They're going to jail. By the time they're 15 years old, they have been in the system for how many years? Where did you think they were going? And we won't quit. We just won't stop. We watch our kids sagging. We watch our kids yelling and screaming. Everything is cute. Kids are cussing out parents. Black kids are cussing out their parents. That would have never happened 50 years. Can you imagine somebody trying to cuss Harriet Tubman out? This is insane, but I get it, because we are inside of this world right now where it's a pressure cooker. Our kids are being raised by BET, VH1, MTV. They want what they see out there. The reality TV. Everybody's a non-mother factor in everything. It's unbelievable. And we think that this bad behavior is good behavior because it's being rewarded with money, cars, and clothes. And after all, isn't that what everybody wants, is the American dream? And you're trying to tell your 10-year-old to go to school, and they're busy looking at TV, listening to Molly. And so we've got to arrest our kids. Family time research suggests that family time, dinner time, cuts down more than 50% of what would be problems by the time your kid is 13 years old. If we would only sit down. Do we sit down and have dinner with our kids anymore? We kind of really don't, because we're busy. And I get it. You're working 10 hours because it's a choice. I can sit down and have dinner with you, or I can go to work so you can have food, to have dinner. It's tough, but we got to figure it out. We got to do both. We got to do both. So I recommend, if you can take 1 or 2 days, I'm not saying change it all overnight, but a recommendation, take one day, maybe a Sunday or a Saturday, and I know it's church day. I personally believe God is not going to be pissed off if you miss church and take your kids to the beach, but whatever. You need time away from all the other stimulation, because, church is a family event. I get that. But oftentimes the kids are in children's church, you're in the choir, they're over here. You ain't together anyway. So we have to think about family time. I need to be in your face. I need to see what you're thinking. I need you to see what I'm thinking. Tell me, hey, Dad, you're kind of blowing it on that right there. You know, I need you. And kids have different ways of signaling to us. If they're constantly in trouble, they're trying to get our attention. They are going to grow anyway. And I personally want to be a part of a pro-social growth, something that I can be proud of. You know, I don't want to hear about all the issues and all the failures that I made as a father by the time they're 25 and I'm looking across them on a glass. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What is your name, real quick for me?
My name is Dr. Gabe Crenshaw. Everybody calls me Dr. Gabe. Gabriel Crenshaw.
And where can they contact you?
You can contact me Facebook,
You're everywhere.
Facebook.com, Ask Dr. Gabe, Twitter, Ask Dr. Gabe, or you can email me at info at askdrgabe.com. And you can call me at 310-393-3898.
Wonderful. Thank you. Great. He was wonderful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So is mental illness